Welcome to the first extra video of Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires, and it'll be the first of either 3 or 4, depending on if I can get the Battle of Chirbi, because I only successfully got it once, and I don't remember how to get it again. Anyway, I can, however, show off the Battle of the Yellow Turbans, and in order to get this, you must have at least 2 lands in your possession on the second turn. Number 1. Number 2. Zhang Jiao must not be in an alliance with you. And more importantly, the main officers Cao Cao, Yuan Shao, Jian, and Liu Bei must not be captured. Oh, and Ganzheng Zan. But then again, depending on when you start, you're not going to capture him. But nonetheless, the Yellow Turban is definitely a special battle, as will be the next battle in the second extra video. And trust me, this battle is actually tame compared to the second battle in the second extra video. But one thing you have to be clear, once you beat this, a lot of officers will have lands dispersed among them.
The Emperor asks for your assistance. Will you honor him?
The Emperor asks us to stop the Yellow Turbans. All right, I'll do it.
Well, this battle is just like in Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires, with the exception of one thing. There is a bonus for actually being in this battle. And of course, you are allowed to bring items that you happen to have. Unlike Dynasty Warriors 5, where you haven't had any items yet, and you're gonna end up fighting anyway. I only have a Tiger's Amulet in my possession, but that's okay. Oh, and I happen to change my weapon, because it just feels right. It feels like the old school RV man. So let's start the Yellow Turban Campaign.
Wipe them out! All of them!
Plain and simple, instead of taking the main base, you move in to take out Zhang Jiao, or in the other 2 event battles, the person of interest. Which Chirbi, it depends. But in Dong Zhuo's battle, obviously it's going to be Dong Zhuo. Anyway, even though Zhang Jiao just cast a spell to summon Phantom Soldiers, immediately you want to go after the guys who's coming for your base first. And among those guys, Zhang Liang, sorry. I keep getting their names confused, I apologize. But Zhang Liang is the one responsible for the Phantom Soldiers. So if you defeat him and knock him out, the Phantom Soldiers will leave. However, one thing that will not leave, the sorceresses. Sorceresses is everywhere in this battle. Whenever you run into an officer, sorceresses will appear. But make sure you go after the enemy officers that's trying to capture any bases to go for the main camp.
We shall protect you with our
any officers left behind, especially in medium difficulty, can be a pain in the ass. Oh, and especially in hard difficulty, too. And yes, I am playing this in medium difficulty. Again.
I'll pull back for now.
But anyway, let us hop on this horse and let us go to the camp itself.
Begin the attack.
Now, you might as well take bases while you still can, because you need bases to retreat to. Notably because the officers are going to have, like I said, Phantom Soldiers backing them up and sorceresses. But not just that. Remember, Zhang Jiao is the person of interest in this battle, and he's also a boss in this battle as well. Meaning he's going to have boss stats.
That was a close one.
In short, Zhang Jiao will, how should I put it, be buff and also rally his officers. So Zhang Jiao is not one to trifle
We shall
with.
protect you with our sorcery.
And as you can see, the sorceresses are constantly coming. They won't stop coming until that officer is dead. That's every time you run into an officer, basically. And until you capture those officers, which is basically, or capture all of them except for Zhang Jiao, or if you happen to defeat Zhang Jiao, these sorceresses will not stop. And I want to make one thing pretty clear. I said I will... Yeah, this is kind of off topic here. I said I'll try to get the Battle of Chirbi. If I can't, like I said, it'll only be 3 extra videos. I'll let you know by the second extra video. Because it's a pretty hard process to do. One, that it's no fault of mine, and it's not on the part of laziness or anything. The one contributing factor of trying to get the Battle of Chirbi, and it's really hard to do, that contributing factor is the computer. And if the computer somehow, someway captured the guys needed for the Battle of Chirbi, then unfortunately I will not be able to show it off. Anyway, we're nearing the end of this battle. The stronghold is not as bad as it is in this battle. And mind you, one other thing I forgot to mention. If you take a Yellow Turban base, yeah, this also has something to do with this battle. You take a Yellow Turban territory, that'll be less Yellow Turbans showing up in this battle. If you don't, that's a lot of Yellow Turbans you're gonna have to deal with.
We shall protect you with our sorcery.
And mind you, the less Yellow Turbans you have to show up in this battle, the better it is for you. That's why it's not as troublesome as it was. Now this guy, on the other hand, he can be troublesome. Now, you gotta remember, Zhang Jiao definitely has a buff on him that, as you can see, how much damage this guy is doing. He's doing a lot of damage to me, even though he's level 1, believe it or not. And let me remind you one thing, this is on medium. That's how hard this is. But I managed to beat him because of the fact he's at level 1, because his defense is shit. And at that point, I have conquered the Yellow Turbans. So whatever rewards I'm getting, it'll be times 200%. Holy crap! That is more than enough for me to level. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Or so I thought. I mean, come on. Give me the benefit of the doubt. I just went overzealous and anticipated too much. Anyway, the Yellow Turbans have been defeated, so now most of the territories that belong to Yellow Turbans will belong to other people. Sometimes Cao Cao. I just don't get that. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next extra video for, guess what? The overthrow of Dong Zhuo. Funny that's because he was on my force throughout the playthrough, and now I get to kick his ass. That's called irony, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys next time.